happen if Israel hits Iran. We're hearing from the hedge fund manager Andurand that Pierre Andurand, I should say, that we could see a surge of $10 to $15 if that happens, but that the attack would not be a game changer. In the meantime, the Pentagon says a planned US visit by the Israeli defense minister has been postponed. Bloomberg's been told it's because of last-minute objections from Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Bloomberg's Michael Heath joins us now for more. What do we know?
Well, yeah, so it's kind of interesting. There'd obviously been a couple of days of build-up that this visit was happening. The US is sort of saying that it was actually more just operational, professional matters. It wasn't as though it was some, gathering to discuss what will happen about Iran. Obviously, there'd be discussions about it, but, to strategize on it. But at the last minute, Prime Minister Netanyahu has nixed that visit. Now, the defence minister and Netanyahu have had a pretty difficult relationship. They have had different views on how to prosecute the war, on the ceasefire. Gallant, the defence minister, wanted to attack Hezbollah early in the piece as well. They've had some difficulties, and we saw earlier this year with another opposition leader, Benny Gantz, who was part of the cabinet, has since resigned, that a similar visit to the US was nixed by the Prime Minister as well. Now, in Israel, the Prime Minister has the ultimate say on members of foreign visits by cabinet members. Apparently, the view is that Netanyahu wanted, number one, that he talked with Biden first. A separate New York Times report was saying they haven't spoken actually since mid-August, so that's quite some time, and that he wanted Israel to have sort of decided for the security cabinet to have met and decided on what they were going to do about Iran before the defence minister went off to the US. But it does seem like there's an element of politics to all of this.
At the same time, we continue to see these operations on multiple fronts, right? We did hear from Gallant also saying that not only had they managed to strike Nasrallah's replacement, but also potentially the backup to that replacement or the successor.
Yeah, I mean, last week there was a huge bombardment on the one of the sort of headquarters, I guess you'd call it, of Hezbollah, and Hezbollah has since come back and denied he further said that basically Iran will find when the smoke clears that it's got nothing left there in terms of Hezbollah. Hezbollah said that's not true, and they fired 135 projectiles at Israel yesterday, which suggests that's right. They're also saying they're detonating roadside bombs and these sort of things, attacking Israeli ground forces. More Israeli ground forces have gone in as well. So Hezbollah is alive and well, despite what he said. But nonetheless, I mean, Israel's ability to keep targeting successfully these leaders, and we're not. Right. It hasn't been 100% confirmed, but it's quite amazing what they've achieved there.
Are we still expecting a direct retaliation against Iran?
Yeah, I mean, Sherry, that's definitely on the cards. I mean, just the Israeli official was saying yesterday that it will be a significant response, and I don't think there's I don't think there's any way that Israel could avoid that, no matter what. As I've said previously, that Israel didn't attack Iran here, so it's been trading fire with Lebanon, with Hezbollah in Lebanon. So for Iran to then fire missiles at Israel, it's basically a declaration of war, and Israel must respond for its own credibility, and just to make it clear also that there's a price always in attacking Israel, and I think that's what Prime Minister Netanyahu has been making clear. But we're not sure when it will happen, and this delay in the defence minister going to the US suggests that perhaps it'll take a few more days as well, or perhaps even longer. They're not on Iran's timetable; they're on their own.
Thanks, Michael Heath there. More ahead on the Asia Trade. This is Bloomberg.
It's a multi-trillion-dollar industry. We'll show you what's happening in ETFs like no one else. Bloomberg ETF IQ, Monday on Bloomberg.
As we spend some time here on the broader presidential race.
Let's focus in on European politics.
Makes you wonder how politics might play out